Mates, Matty Demise here. We are back on G2A and I thought I would give this one more go. 5 random VIP Steam keys. Let's just hope it isn't the same developers and publishers as last time, but I will believe it when I see it. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into the video. Just going to continue to payment here. $8.37 AUD with a fee of 40 cents. Okay, I've got my Steam keys over here. You can just see them right here. I'm gonna put them over here. Let's go back into Steam, activate these keys. Wish me luck. Oh no. 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 No, this is the worst. Okay, the very first key. At first you would think this is promising. Cybercube. Now, I don't know about you, but does that sound like $44 Australian? It's looking like eGamer SA Industry. Oh, buddy. Look at this. Oh, no. This is probably the best looking one I've seen though. What are the specs required to play a game like this? Windows XP and 256 megabytes of VRAM. So you can run on pretty old hardware this game, Cybercube. Let's have a look at the reviews. Not recommended. Get all achievements is bugged for years and the developer is too lazy to fix. Why even add an achievement telling you to get all achievements? Turns out the achievement does not even have a requirement in the code. Literally impossible to get 100% without using a patch or tool. This game is amazing from the gameplay to the lore. The game is for casual and hardcore. The lore? Okay. The lore. The lore is extremely rich and deep and it will keep you invested. I recommend this to anyone. Similar to Geometry Dash, but the most difficult due to the presence of many mechanics. But still, the game is passable, even though it gets on your nerves. I had a big break when I was finally able to get to it and complete it, get all the achievements. I want to pay special attention to music. She is simply a masterpiece in this game. I would even say spiritual music. I just love it. When did I start playing this game, or when did I get my first achievement? Sometime in 2023. I thought it was 2022. I removed all the music from the game folder a long time ago, and I still love listening to it. Thanks to these developers for this music. Well, it's the same shtick as eGamer and SA Industry usually pump out. Let's get to the next game. So, Slash It Ultimate, I think I already own. Cube Runner I already own. Slash It I already own. Slash It 2 I already own. Hang on. Slash It Ultimate. Okay, so I own Slash It Ultimate and Slash It 2, but I don't own Slash It. $60? $60 for this? Slash It is a 2D colorful arcade game. The goal is to match shapes, press letters and numbers in the right time and direction. You can buy every single eGamer game at the moment, 83% off for $70. How many games do they have? Survive in Space. Why didn't I get this game? This game actually looks good. Alrighty then, so here are the games. I'm going to include these codes in the video. I'm going to activate the one that I don't have, which is Slash It. And I'm going to pop these codes up on the screen. So if you want these codes, okay, so there will be a couple of codes up for grabs here. First come, first served. Pause the video if you want it. You guys are welcome to these codes because I have no interest in these games right here. There you go. Don't say I've never done anything for you guys. I've given away, let's see, 3 amazing games here. You know what? Just because this has been a bit of a disappointment, I'm going to go random keys. I'm going to unlock a couple more random keys here. Alright, because of how disappointing that was, I'm going to unlock some more keys here. Do I do the AAAs? Interesting. Premium keys, AAA random keys. It's sort of hard to predict. Do I go random VIP keys again? I think I'm going to go diamond keys. Grand. Well, diamond seems to be more expensive, so let's go random diamond keys. Alright, the keys have been purchased. First up is a game called NeuraGun. $2.19. NeuraGun is a third-person science fiction puzzle game. The player will have to go through a maze of mysteries that will lead him out of the tangled scientific complex. I mean, the graphics don't look too bad. It immediately looks better than the other games we've unlocked here. It's giving me a little bit of a Portal vibe. Mostly positive reviews. Release date 2022, so it's not super old at least. The last update made by the developer was over 2 years ago. Oof. So if this is your favorite game, I guess it isn't being updated. Check out the reviews. Recently, they're all negative reviews. Maybe the worst game I've played, between how buggy it is, a lack of save, and actually costing money. Do not waste your money on this. I got this thing through a key package, whatever it is. It can't cost 30 euros, especially considering it's an incomplete beta, poorly made, and lasts a vague 20 minutes at most. Game is full of bugs. Gun disappears and sometimes doesn't move. Jump also bugging. One of the buggiest game I've ever played. I can't get through the game because of the invisible walls. I got this game for less than $1, but I cannot recommend it for anyone. Yeah. It's looking like it's a pretty mixed bag. I mean, how much is it? It's on sale right now for $2.19, so maybe it's not the worst value ever, but I mean, $44 for this? If it only lasts for 20 minutes, what's the point? Let's move on to the next game. Cybernetic Fault. Okay, just like NeuraGun, Whale Rock Games, the developer and the publisher, this one... Oh wait, never mind, it's the same. WRG, just obviously means Whale Rock Games. Cybernetic Fault. Prove your ability to read names next to the big red buttons. Show your ability to fight for life in a science center that is falling apart from the consequences of an insane scientific experiment. Anti-scientific story? The graphics aren't terrible. Alternative fact. This one's from 2020. Oh, it's got dialogue. We're kicking it up a notch here with some dialogue. Mysterious knowledge about 5G. What the hell is this? What is it with like cyberpunk style art and, you know, a vibe that is so appealing to these small creators? An epic saga about the victory of prophecies? Okay. Let's check the reviews. Not even a game. Asset flip to hell, making this a beautiful environment with a lot of empty rooms and invisible walls. There is a story, but it's not explained at all. Objectives are terrible to complete, as stuff is hidden in illogical spots or spawns in later. I did like the setup for some humor parts, but as the game isn't finished and probably never will, these lead to nothing. I'm glad I was able to buy this game for like £1 or €1, but I wouldn't do it again, and you shouldn't either. This is absolutely atrocious. How dare you charge for this? I can't even bring myself to call this a bad game because it doesn't deserve to be called a game. This has to be a scam. I see no other way. There is no attempt at an actual story. Half of the things don't work, and most of the time I have literally no idea what I'm supposed to do. And then this bloke received it for free. Holy balls, this game sucks so much. Asset flip models, never a good sign. Story has no proper explanation. Something about a professor doing something, and for some reason you and other poor people are inside these Warframe-like suits. No direction to everything. Gotta scour stuff hidden. Even from the first room there are 2 objectives hidden. Sometimes stuff that were not there before suddenly are after you complete an objective, like the reaction bottles. Objectives are only told after you accidentally complete them. Gee, thanks. Some places just have invisible walls to stop you to progress. Boring, uninteresting walking simulator. Nothing to do besides find what random crap somewhere the game wants you to touch. No way to disable motion blur. Sudden rise on the price with no content. Obvious scam. Even other walking simulators like Gone Home manage to be more interesting than this. Okay. Let's see if our streak's going to continue. Have we found another company that just sells these codes by the boatload? Okay, this one is titled Swords Fantasy Battlefield. Potentially the best one so far, at least by the name. Swords Fantasy. Oh, Battlefield, okay. Includes 5 games. Oh, it's more Whale Rock games. Swords Fantasy Battlefield is a game from the third person including battles with swords. Okay. Alright. This one looks interesting. Wow, it's so dark there. Why would you include this in the trailer? You can't see anything. They cut away from it pretty quick. All reviews very positive. Music is really ominous. Why would you include this footage? It's so dark. Yeah, like, look at that. What does that screenshot actually tell you? No. There's still more than a few things to do. It looks like more like a game from the 90s. It's not a scam, but it's not worth buying the game either. The content is supposed to be based in Greek mythology, but the cities look those in Central Europe in the Middle Ages. Also, there are some big bugs. So this is $30 as it is. And it's currently not on sale right now. Do not buy. Swords Fantasy Battlefield is the best of the worst for $1. You will find better action only in Indian cinema, or even worse. Although it's much worse, okay, the game is very three-dimensional, very cheesy still, sluggish and squishy. Yet he's given it a positive review. The game is similar to Dark Souls on minimum settings, but for this price it's quite possible to try playing and even get some pleasure. See, that's actually a fair review, I reckon. It is a completely crap game that wouldn't be worth a free download. Check. Does it have a ton of positive reviews talking about elements of the game that don't actually exist? Check. Must be Whale Rock. So these guys seem to be notorious for bad games then, I guess. Let's unlock the other key. Hopefully it's not more of this. Although, given the name, it probably is. It's called Euphoria Supreme Mechanics. When I used to unlock these bundles, they weren't all from like one publisher. It was like a mix of them. No, it's definitely going to be Whale Rock Games. The ability to discern hidden connections is both a gift and a curse. The covert mechanisms of reality do not reveal themselves to any and all, and there is a price to pay for this knowledge. What the fuck does that even mean? Alright, let's have a squiz. Learn about where you've ended up. Oh man, it's like Portal. Again. I've seen enough of this. Turn this off immediately. Very positive. They've all got the same amount of reviews, like between like 110 and 120. 4 out of 10, easy puzzles, poor presentation, strange controls, very short and with frustration potential. One of the required boxes is at the bottom, farthest end of the map in a very dark corner. I spent over 20 minutes puzzling around until I figured out that I was doing everything right and I just overlooked the box. I actually like puzzle games of all kinds, but this one is very immature and seems unfinished. In addition, the company is currently developing another game that is almost the same instead of finishing this one. There are many annoying parts like which switches belong to which doors or to which puzzle. The cubes get stuck on walls, you can't jump over them in narrow places. The graphics are actually quite okay, just often too bright. I tried to finish this relatively short game, but it was more frustrating than fun, so I can't recommend this game at all. And I reckon these like positive reviews, maybe it's like the same as last time. Same sort of style as last time. Watch this, scroll down. Maybe it was the game before that. Yeah, here we go, see? Very similar style. I think we've got one more code left. Okay, the Wraith of the Galaxy. Another potentially cool game, probably by Whale Rock Games. Please don't be by Whale Rock Games. I'm discovering the worst gaming companies of all time. $1.47. Oh, great, Whale Rock Games. How much is it? Was $30. 95% discount for $1.47. The Wraith of the Galaxy is a third-person space combat game. Aliens have taken over outer space. Aliens have taken over outer space? Aren't aliens from out of space? In order to conduct experiments on entire planets, destroy them or they will destroy you. It's worth spending this money on keys. I mean, what? Spending like 13 bucks in total on these keys? $13 to $14 roughly? Just in this video. It's worth it just to look at these ridiculous games. Okay, I've seen enough of this. Okay. Recently posted. I would rate this as more of a 3 out of 10 if I could. It's not the worst thing I ever played, but far from the best. Gameplay is super repetitive, but not entirely mundane. There are a couple of different attack options. Nuke is kind of cool, but attacking and maneuvering feels really clunky in general. If you play it right, you can get pretty good at it, but it's easy to get blasted to smithereens if you advance too quickly. So no real sense of speed, nor do you have any capacity to dodge any incoming attacks. Fun in short stints, heavy on the meh. It's like pretty clearly written by a real person. He spent 0.1 hours on the game. Okay, this guy spent 0.7 hours on the game. Not sure how this is so highly rated, but it's not worth 89 cents. Repetitive and derivative gameplay. I don't read Cyrillic and the devs couldn't be bothered to do a full translation to English. And really, you couldn't include a radar. I wouldn't be shocked if this were an asset flip. Alright. I think I'm going to buy one more code. Just one more little code here. I really want to see if we get a decent game for a change. I just want to buy one key. $5 for one AAA random key. Okay, we're going to do this. Alright, let's see what key we get. Bomber Crew. I'm genuinely curious to see what this is. Bomber Crew retail. Okay, Bomber Crew. Developer, runner, duck, publisher, Curve Games. All reviews. It's got almost 10,000 reviews. So, how much is this? 30 bucks? Bomber Crew. Chocks away. Bomber Crew is a strategic simulation game where picking the right crew and keeping your bomber in tip-top shape is the difference between completing a mission or losing it all. So it's sort of a little bit like Faster Than Light, maybe? Following content requires Bomber Crew to play.
Another beautiful day at the...
Oh,
Thanks, pal.
voice
We'll take it
dialogue.
from here. The Americans are coming to Bomber Crew, and that means nuke everything. Can you get that boom sound effect ready, please, Gina? We're going to be using it quite a lot here. Thank you. Firepower! We got
2017.
Eagles. Brave American Eagles.
Yes! Yes!
Is this a AAA game though? I don't know. Not recommended. Amazing idea for a game and a pretty cool set of mechanics. I would have loved this game if it weren't for one small and previously implemented feature. Push pause. The initial tutorials give you a limited idea of how to operate your bomber, but after that you're learning from 5-second real-time text prompts mid-mission as you're simultaneously directing navigation, machine gun fire, bomb runs and repairs. If and when you lose a crew member or even your entire bomber, you lose all the progress and upgrades which you likely need to complete the next mission, essentially soft locking you from completing the campaign and forcing you to start again. Apparently the early versions of the game had push pause, but the douchebag gamer elite pushed the developers to remove the feature completely for reasons. This is the exact reason I refunded They Are Billions. How about let people play video games they want to play them? The way they want to play them, they meant? Have an easy and hard mode. I have a life outside of Steam, so I lack the hours a day it takes to get good. And to the people making the argument that the frenetic gameplay matches the real-life experience, these crews were thoroughly trained in their jobs. I'm certain it was chaotic, but I'm equally certain they weren't frantically reading manuals in their bombers as they were getting shot at. Apart from that, though, this seems like definitely one of the better reviewed games that I've gotten in these random key bundles. One of the best vehicle crew games around. Great fun and awesome vibes. 7 out of 10 would bomb Hitler again. Good simple game. There was a bit of frustration at the start until you realize it's just an upgrade style game. Overwhelming multitasking sim. 6.5 hours. So they're actually spending a decent amount of time on this game. 401 hours. This game really makes you work for a win. Micromanage and survive, maybe. It's a wonderful title and I love playing it. Learning from what I did last game and then starting again so I can do better next time. Also, there is a tune on DLC and it's all worth getting. Anyways, that's Bomber Crew. Anyways, if any of you are interested in seeing these games played, let me know in the comments and I will install them and, record a couple of videos playing these weird random games. I should release another video sometime soon and I'm usually on stream. You can watch me here at Matty Demise streams or over on Twitch at Matty Demise. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. And until the next one, my name is Matty Demise and I'll catch you guys later.